There we go. Now I have a live stream. Alright then, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here this fine evening for a bit of the Oblivion Remaster, and just to, like, hang out and talk. Because I, don't have anything better to do this fine Christmas Eve. So I thought, why not spend it with you? After all, it is Wednesday. This is when we usually do this. But yes. So right now, I forget where we're at. It has been a little while since we did this. We missed last Wednesday's stream, for which I greatly apologize. But we will not be doing that again, likely. I hope you're all having an excellent evening. And I hope everything is going well. Hopefully, I have got the stream set up properly, which it may or may not be. Who knows? It is unusually warm today. And so that fire that I have going in the other room is a bit more than I probably need, in all honesty. So we have quests to do, so I should probably check those. Bloodworks. We are going to need to do that as well. Sadly, all I have tonight is water, but that will be fixed tomorrow. At some point, I'm sure. This is going to be a very low energy stream, but I mostly sit here and try to do something fairly simple. Let's go with a little bit more of this. A little bit more of this.
Hi!
Let's just go to the Imperial Arena. Oh, this is gonna be one of those nights, isn't it? Yep. Frame rate is doing what it always does, which is where when it starts up, it's always a little choppy. We'll have that fixed up by the end of the stream, probably. Okay. Did I go to the right area? I think I did. I think I have to go around. I am gonna have to do it. Wait, hold up. Yeah, I went out the wrong gate, damn it. Through here. Yes. A fine evening.
It's you, the hero of Gavat.
I've been playing a little bit of Morrowind.
Good morning.
Chat, and Morrowind is a very interesting game. And honestly, due to recent experiences with it, I can say that I understand why a lot of people would have preferred that getting a full remaster instead of this. However, I would argue that Morrowind would require a remake. Not a, oh, we slapped Unreal Engine over the top of Creation Engine and called it good. No, it would need an actual, honest-to-God, real-deal remake. And it would need to have everything that a good remake has. You would need to have... Oh dear. You would need to have new dialogue systems implemented where you could actually have voiced characters, and there would be a lot of voice acting for a Morrowind remake. You would need to have... You basically have to do the art department, because while the art works for Morrowind, you're working with a very low poly art design for that game, where they made it look good for an art design that's supposed to work with a 2004? I think Morrowind's his old design. Let me check. Morrowind is 2004, right? Steam. Let me see if I can get it to pull up. Oh, by the way, don't try and get on the Steam store right now. It's a little bit broken. Morrowind. Store page. Release date. When was it released? Here. Morrowind. It came out 2002. So very much BP. But it definitely could use a remake, considering all of the problems that I have recently experienced with it.
I'm a busy... What's a gladiator without an arena to fight in? So get up there and start cracking some skulls. Besides, one more fight and you'll advance again.
No problem.
The next one's a Breton. He looks like a bit of a dandy, but he's deadly with a blade. He has more experience than you, so be prepared.
Alrighty then. Oh god. A little funky there. Right, let's get it done. Wonder what I should use.
Good people of
Brett.
the Imperial City.
He's gonna use magic and a sword, probably.
To the arena. You've
I'm
prayed
also
for
playing a
it.
Breton, aren't I? Let me... do I remember? Oh, no, I'm playing an Imperial.
And these combatants
Where am I? How'd I get here?
for it. A high-stakes advancement match. Let's see who has what it takes to be your new hero.
I wonder if this is one of those games that the dodge works better in third person.
Die, Imperial, die! I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. This ends here. Die, cur.
Come on.
You'll never leave this arena alive. Die, damn you! I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Take that. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Man, he is just not taking any damage, is he? Let's see, do I have any potion of invisibility? Might! Night eye! I did not. Making poisons. Thought I made poisons. I'd have sworn that I made poisons. I did not make poisons. That is very unwise. Very, very unwise. Oh, I have fire damage.
Arr.
Come on.
You're pathetic. Die.
Yeah, no. Nope, definitely gonna need to breathe some poisons while I'm sitting back there. That we will. There is some stuff from Morrowind that I really like. I actually like how the combat system actually works in a way. Let me see. That... Oh, we went negative effects. Drain health, fire damage, damage health. Have any of that? There we go. Where you actually, if you're using your arrow keys, so not your arrow keys, your WASD. So if you're using WASD,
People of the Imperial City.
well, pushing forward or back, you get
You've prayed for
you get
it.
thrusts,
these
and
combatants
side to side give you
for it. A high
side-to-side swipes, while just standing still gives you these overheads, which are very, very nice. And I do like that little attention to detail. I don't think it's... I think it's actually fairly well implemented, considering the game you're not always going to hit anyway, because Morrowind is like that. Morrowind is funny that way. Where do I want to put that in? 6. Let's see if he can get up here. And he's using an elven sword. Come on. Of course, I'm using an elven greatsword, but I would still rather have what he's using, probably.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. This ends here.
You dare?
Die.
Let's see if I can hit him with another poison. Inventory. Potions. Damage health. I do imagine it will be a slow night as far as chat goes, but that is usually the case on holidays, which is good. It means that people are with their families and hanging out and having good conversation.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Which is a good thing. A very good thing.
Show me what you've got.
Block mastery increased. Give me... Where's that fire damage? Fire damage. Put him with some fire damage. There we go. Burn him. Burn him alive. Hey, Elben. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a fine Christmas Eve, good sir. He's a Breton, so he's slower than me. Merry Christmas to you as well, good sir. Aw, didn't quite make it there. No, that's my hand. It smells like ashes slightly. Yes, you are first. Though hopefully not only. However, I could definitely... Ooh. Yeah. There we go, thank you. There we go. Wait, can I make a damage fatigue poison too? Yes, I did add the dwarf mass emoji. That'll probably get changed to something else after Christmas, but that is our current holiday emoji for the memberships thingy. Indeed. Willpower. Drain health. Silence. Positive effects. Can we make something... Do I have shield down here? Shield. Yes, I can make shield. I knew I was gathering components for one of the really good potions. Thank you very much for the blurb there, Ben. Alright, now we're gonna quick save. No, not that one. Quick save. There we go. F5. And inventory. I want damage health, and I want a shield potion on, because the arena armor sucks harder than it has any right to.
Good people of the Imperial City.
I'm not fat enough to be a gladiator. Gladiators could quite often be fat, which is very, very weird when you first learn about it, but when you think about it, it makes sense, because the fatter you are, the more the sword has to get through. Although, I can tell you, chat, from personal experience, I don't like snow and cold. I am not a big fan of them either.
You're the best the blue team has to offer? Ha!
You're ugly. Let's hit him with a little bit more poison. Fire damage first. I am too small to like cold weather, really. It's hard to enjoy cold weather when you're freezing your nads off because you weigh 125 pounds on a good day. Alright, there we go.
You're the best the blue team has to offer? Ha!
Come on. Hit me again, you foul creature!
Blue team coward.
Yeah!
That's a bit harsh. Okay, I want more damage health on this guy. Let's get that health way on down there. Come on.
This ends here. You're pathetic.
And now, let me make sure I check something in magic. Heal major wound. Actually, let's do that one instead.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Well, you might want to think about it, because I just healed back to full, and you don't have that much. There we go. Block mastery increased. Good. Come on.
Die.
All right.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
That wasn't
Think
bad.
of your worst.
That was actually nice. Little repulse. Come on.
Good people, we have a winner.
Do indeed. Oh, and we leveled up.
From the blue
Good day.
team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
All right, we need to go down that one, I think. This is the right doorway. Ah, success. At last. But as I was saying earlier, chat, they should honestly, considering how well this did, they should honestly make a Morrowind remake. And it will, oh, that is some proper Bethesda spurg. Let's pull that up out of the, there we go. There you go, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. You can go sit over here in the corner. There you go. There you go. Let's wait, sleep 24 hours. Because Morrowind really, it's good. It has good music, it has great atmosphere, it has really decent role-playing, it has great writing. There's a lot I like about it. I don't like certain parts of the game, though, and I think they've aged really poorly. For example, movement doesn't feel great in Morrowind. There are a lot of reasons for that. I think one of the biggest ones is that it's that old, almost Gamebryo engine that just doesn't quite work the way it needs to. And it feels like it. Like it's an old game that feels 26-ish years old. And honestly, while I like a lot of what it does, I think it needs to be brought up to modern standards quite a lot.
By defeating that Breton, you've secured your advancement. It's been a long time since I've said this, but congratulations, hero.
Okay. What time is it? Yeah, perfect.
You're about to face off against the best the yellow team has to offer. Azura knows you're the best the blue team's got.
Okay. Let me go
Gotta move
back.
on.
I need to go collect some potion ingredients, so we're gonna just go kiting off into the woods for a little bit. And there we go. That says thinky boots, not kinky boots. Those are what your mom wears. Anyway. Let me grab some coffee. Because I did get coffee before stream, because I knew I was going to probably be up a little bit later than normal. Thankfully, I am not vibrating today, because I did not drink that much coffee earlier. Which is a very, very smart thing on my part, if I do say so myself. And honestly, I think one of the big things that would really be interesting is to see Morrowind fully voice acted. Like, it would be amazing, because there's just panels and panels of dialogue. Like, there's so much dialogue in that game. Which I honestly love. Oh, this is pretty. Okay. Let's go yeeting off into this direction. Wait, is that Dragon's Tongue? Or is that... It's Alkanet. Columbine. Not really what I'm looking for. Oh. That's a troll. We don't want to fondle the troll. The troll is probably not in possession of anything that I require for our particular build that we're running. It's more Alkanet. That is a bear making bear noises in the distance. But there's other stuff about Morrowind that I thought was amazing. Like, the way the sound design works. Like, you'll hear in the distance, like, a netch or a silkstrider, you know, moaning, and it just sounds so beautiful. Nightshade! What I needed. There we go. Nightshade. Let's not go through an Oblivion Gate. Or maybe we should. If we reached hero rank in the arena, we could do an Oblivion mission. Probably wouldn't hurt us any. Could do an Oblivion Gate. At all. Yeah, I think we will do that. Plus, we're not really hard grinding anything tonight. Like, I'm pretty sure that if I tried to hard grind something tonight, I wouldn't be able to make it all the way through. So we should probably just do whatever comes to our fancy this fine evening. Alright, we've got that. Now, I need other things to make my poisons with. Lady Smock does something. Let me go to inventory, go to this, Lady Smock, Lady's Mantle, Lady Smock, resist fire. So they are useful for something rather important. Ooh, he's a big guy. Big boy! Deer making elk noises in the distance. Then again, they are red deer, so they're not going to make the same noises they make out here. Let's see, can I get this? Oh, and I don't have a ton of arrows either. Good to know. Good to... Let's see. Where is it? I am not going to go tangle with that tonight. No, siree. I don't think I am. Dragon's Tongue. Yeah. There we go. Dragon's Tongue. That is very useful for something. I can't remember what, but it's very useful. I'll check in a moment. He who does alchemy is lost because he's going to spend half of his playthrough running through the wilds, frolicking through the bushes, and thinking, yes, something I don't have, and then you're never going to quite remember what it is. Oh, God help me. Lady Smock, flax. Lots of flax. They want to give me flax for some reason. I can make healing potions if I can get Daedra hearts, too. I need more Daedra hearts. I should probably go butcher some Bambis real quick, if I can get close enough to them. Yeah, there's another Oblivion portal. See, that is the other problem. Morrowind is really small. If you could get it into a modern-ish version of either the creation engine or honestly just this, like, you could do so much to just expand it out just a bit. Like, it only needs to be like Skyrim size, but if you did expand it, it would be really cool. Come on. Need to get the black bear off of me first. Then I can deal with the clan fear. They're so cool. Come on. Come on. I need to pull out a damage health poison. That is draining his health so fast. God, you'll love to see it. Okay. Let's use that. I probably shouldn't have done that. That was the good one. Gonna put that in 6. Major healing there, and then quick save. And get ready to leap through an Oblivion portal. Ah, lovely. Lovely graphical glitches. Can't live without them in a Bethesda title. Okay. Which version of the Deadlands is this? Is this the really annoying one? I hope it's not. I don't have to deal with that one tonight. It does not appear to be. This is good. It's very good. Hello. Yep. Dodging just doesn't work. It works in theory, it just doesn't work in practice. That would be something I do want to see. If they do more remakes, and actual remakes, not what this is, which is a remaster plus. If they do a proper remake of one of the older Bethesda titles, I think it should be one that has way better combat. Because a game that we will be playing on the stream eventually, is Tainted Grail Fall of Babylon. And it is a very, very good game with very good combat. I would like to see Elder Scrolls get better combat. Now, combat doesn't have to become the sole focus by any stretch of the imagination, but it would be greatly improved, I think. I think the franchise would be greatly improved if they could get the combat that feels a little less floaty than this. Something that feels more kinetic, biting. And it is something you can absolutely do with today's technology. There's no reason you couldn't. Damage health. Yes! Its tongue. There we go. Knew I had some poison. Let's get that. Come on. Come on! Like, blocking works in here. But, everything else? Not really. Not really. Dodging mechanics are very undercooked. And the combat as a whole, like, there are some good parts, and I do like that they change things up a bit, but it's just not quite where it could be. and it could be better. And if things can be better, we should push them to be better, chat. We do not want things to stagnate too long, because that's not healthy. Stagnation is death. Stagnation is the doom of all great things, because with stagnation comes the death of progress, and while not all progress is better, it would be better to innovate than to do nothing at all. And I think Bethesda has kind of done very little in the way of improving melee combat. Very long. Indeed. Interested to see what we have for Christmas this year. It is going to be interesting what we make for Christmas dinner. I will say, we are going to have the whole clan over. Except for my one brother, but you know. What can you do? Come on. Wood creature. Don't like clan fears. Don't like them one little bit. They're very annoying. Ah, yes, finally. So let's go hit this blood fountain real quick and check that corpse. Take all that. Mine. Take the poison blooms. And we're gonna want to grab Harada as well. Mid-70s will be nuts for Christmas Day. It's happened before, bro. That's happened before. Also, Helen will net. Edit Hail Red Phelan, my glorious mod. Like, I am baking in here right now. Like, I seriously consider just turning the camera off and, you know, streaming in my tidy-whities tonight, because it's just fucking warm. Like, unbelievably warm with the fire going. Oh, not that one. I hate those traps. Those are annoying. It is too fucking warm for this time of year. Oh, you. Of course. Come here. Now is when I really wish I had. Fire Mommy is trying to murder me, chat. Got her. Fire salts. Or take all. Hell yeah. First flame atronach I've killed since Kavach. Last time I was able to wear t-shirt and shorts for Christmas, January gave us record snow, so who knows how it'll turn out. I'll take it. I will take the warmer weather all year long if I can get it. For the rest of the winter, I hate winter, and this is my time to be happy for once. Because I won't be freezing to death. It'll be great. There we go. That's a lot of potions. Also, Spears and Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon are epic. That is very good to know. I did not get to play around with them, I don't believe at all, in the demo, but I saw that they had them. Also, that's something they should add, more weapon variety. Next Elder Scrolls, I want to have spears again, and throwing stars. Throwing stars were cool. Little ball ninja-y, but they were cool. We're allowed to be cringe in the cause of cool. Flame stars, God, I forgot about those until today. Flame stars are awesome. It's a throwing star, but it lights people on fire from the inside out. There we go. And stealer. Let's pick that up. Okay. We need to go that way, I guess. It also has throwing knives. That is something that they had in Morrowind. I would like to see them bring it back. Like, there is so much that Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon does that is just straight up inspired by Elder Scrolls, but it does it with modern technology and with people who have passion, and I think that's why it's so good. And also, the team over there is actually hungry. And unlike a team that has a guaranteed Microsoft paycheck, come on, they actually feel the need to perform. Oh god, that feels good. Throw your fire elsewhere, you abject creature. I'm a god, you creature. Yeah, there we go, there's an interest. Finally, we're here. We made it. Patrick, we saved the city. Let's go. Okay. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea to remaster or remake Daggerfall, but I'm not sure they could do Daggerfall properly. Could do something similar, maybe. No. Maybe. But Morrowind is the one I think is the most doable. Morrowind, Oblivion doesn't need a remaster because it just got one. Skyrim, I don't want another re-release Skyrim, thank you very much. I think Skyrim is fine without being fondled for modern audiences. I might be a little bit grumpy in that aspect, but I don't care. Wait, isn't this the one you can just bypass the entire puzzle and run straight to the front gate? I think this is that one. Potion of healing.
Laga laga, I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing.
Thank you for the blurb there, Grizzled Entertainment, and hail and well Metza. Hope you're doing very well this fine Christmas Eve. I am very relaxed. Very, very relaxed. God, the environments in Oblivion are so good. There are people who bitch about these, and I know why. It's because of some of the design decisions they made in the original Oblivion, which made it to where... So, how the Oblivion realms are designed is there's a bunch of different ones, and the game is supposed to randomly select through. So, like, you know, you have a set of them, okay? And it can just pull out, like, you know, playing cards. The problem is, it would pick like 3 or 4 and then throw the other ones in like at like a 20% chance. So you usually got stuck playing the same 4 Oblivion gates. And that really annoyed people. So that's why people bitch about the Oblivion portals. But this right here, like this art style, I abjectly adore it. It is great. Yeah, I don't care. It's ripped off of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Is Mordor. It's just so good. It's so good. It's absolutely beautiful. There we go. Yeah, but yes. That is something they are fixing in Sky Oblivion. They are going to change the way all of this is designed. Where's the Eye of Sauron? Technically, I think it's at the top. Let me see. I think we already did this one, but we'll check. But in Sky Oblivion, they're redesigning all of the Oblivion realms so that you can get... where you can get all of Marin's Dagon's realms. So, and also a couple new Daedric realms that will be very cool to see. Very, very cool. Okay, so we did that one. That one. Let's just try going down and out. I'm gonna see if we can go do the thing. Oh, no. Okay. This was not part of the plan. Help. Help. Nope. Nope. Parkour. Parkour. Healing. Healing, 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 healing. And poison. Must have poison, healing, and... where is it? Might. Healing. Shield. Let me get another thing of poison on the sword real quick. Basically cosplaying Geralt of Rivia in Oblivion with the amount of poison I'm using. Speaking of kind of weird books, The Witcher. I've read a little of The Witcher fairly recently, chat, and honestly, a lot of the really shitty tropes that I don't like, I know where they come from now. Leave it to the French to come up with a fancy name for running away in style. Well, yeah. They're French, what else are they gonna do? Fight back? These are the people who haven't been considered a serious threat to anyone since... when was it? Like... 11th-ish century? Since they got their shit pushed in by, Wellington? Well, before Wellington. They weren't even a threat then. Like, they've been getting their shit pushed in since the Black Prince, and ever since then they've kind of been emasculated by everyone they've ever actually gotten in a shooting war with. Oh, the French. The greatest meme since, well, since the Epstein list not getting released. Where is the gate? I need the big gate, the big front gate. I say there, good fellow, can you direct me to the front door? Let's drop that and give me Gibbs poison. I don't like that there are two of them on me at once. Oh, that's funny. I like it when the fire Atronach attacks its own dude. Thank you. I'm trying to put the clan fear between me and the flame Atronach. As you can see, it's working out relatively well. There we go. Okay, I need... I don't think poison will work on a Atronach. Let me see. I'm also gonna want fire shield. Okay, yes, poison does not, in fact, work on flame Atronachs. Come on. A little bit more Skyrim-like archery is not an unwanted wish list as well. Oh, damn it. Ugh. Well, that'll save me from having to fall down there and fight all those dudes. I think I know where we need to go anyway. In quite that order. God, the running animations are so funny in here. Someone thought that was a really good idea when they decided to change up the movement for this. And to be completely fair to them, some of it was. Just other parts didn't really work well with that particular little concept.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Indeed. Lots of fire. Look, I like flame Atronachs as much as the next red-blooded male, but sorry, chat. I don't think there is any amount of flame resist potions that can make that work. That is a relationship doomed to fail. No doubt there is some wizard out there with a ring of 2000%, you know, fire resistance, but outside of that guy, like, it's not gonna work for you.
Yeah, she come out her apartment with her baby with no shoes on. I said, oh, girl, it's cold outside. Yeah, she come out her apartment with her baby with no shoes on. She said, oh, man, it's cold outside. The building is on fire. I said, oh, man. She said, oh, man, the building is on fire.
I don't know if that was meant to be played twice, but thank you for the blip there, gentlemen. Also, I like the fact that the Daedra are just unironically evil. They turn people into little sacks to carry shit in. It's just adorably evil and just unrepentantly, disgustingly, just depraved. Makes you want to properly punt them into the sun. Okay, let's get out. Waste of Oblivion! Yeah! Right. You just leave that right there, young man. Oh, not into the lava, please. Anywhere but into the lava. Hi, Scamp. How you doing, bud? Okay, point blanking me with a fireball, not okay.
King under the mountain is dead. I took his throne. I ate his people like a wolf among sheep.
I'm curious, chat. Would you like to see a playthrough of Skyrim at some point? Like, I know a lot about it, and I could definitely play it, but I will warn you, I don't think I can play it unmodded. I tried to recently. It was not a pleasant experience. Like, there's just so much little quality of life things that are missing from that game. Like, I was like, I'm gonna fire up and reinstall Skyrim. It'll be fine. I have fun with it, you know. Be like visiting home after, you know, you've been gone on a long trip. But I got into Skyrim, chat, and it was just terrible. It just felt so bad. Like, even in comparison to this game, it felt bad. Oh, God. Okay. Smaug. Man, he really got into that role. And he was utterly...
Sneaky little hobbitses. Wicked, tricksy, fierce.
Indeed. Dude. Chat, you need... One day I'm going to get my brother to record some blurps for us, because that dude is scary with how good his, like, Smaug and Gollum is. Like, it's just... holy shit. He can also do probably the best Trump impression you have ever heard. Like, he is just really, really good. Karen Bullet. Restore health. Alright, we have some healing potions. That's actually poison. Thank you very much for the blurps there, Grizzled. Did that kill him? Oh, I think I know what happened. I think I hit the mine. I did hit the mine, and the mine killed him. Come on.
Dinner was full.
Better not be. shitter is full, I need to go find the shotgun, because I don't think there's anyone else here. Thank you for the blurbs there, Grizzle. As always, good sir. Okay. She can go. The hot fire mommy is probably not romanceable. Dude, it would be so weird if they, like, gave us the ability to talk to Daedra again, like you could do in, Daggerball. Like, can you imagine you're, like, you get in there and you're having a conversation with some flame atronach, and then just, you know, the amount of, like, Rule 34 that would spawn? Like, it would be ridiculous. Like, it would be levels of Gooner material on par with, like, frickin'... When that one SCP became very popular. Oh, God. Come on. Alright. Right, repair all of our stuff real quick. Yeah. It's been a really good year overall for the channel. There's some stuff I've seen that I haven't particularly enjoyed dealing with. That hasn't been a ton of fun, but, you know. We got the channel monetized this year. Incredibly grateful for that. We have done a lot of growing. Got a lot of growing to do. I've got a lot of video projects in the works for now. You will be seeing those at some point. I didn't get anything done for Christmas or like a recommendation or anything, for which I do apologize, but we will make it up to you by New Year's, probably, depending on my schedule. But things have just been really crazy for me the last couple of days, and the last couple of weeks, quite honestly, because I've been dealing with a bunch of stuff IRL that has just been absolutely crazy. Thank you for there, Grizzle. Like, my IRL situation has just been a little bit nuts. With everything I've been dealing with. Been a lot of stuff going on family-wise. Okay, why did that work so well? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that is weird. Why does it let me go up so much?
Be there, chat.
Yeah.
Be there. Be there or it will explode your pee-pee.
Indeed. You should subscribe and like the stream so that you can see those cool videos when they come out. So we will be making this, I swear to thee. You will be very impressed. It's the law. You're required to be impressed by the wonders of my hands. All right. Hey, come here. You're ugly. Very, very flamey. Also, chat. I think soon I'll be able to figure out who we're gonna have on for another interview. And actually, since you guys are down there, who would you like to see? I'm thinking about who to get on for another interview. I will warn you, chat. I'm gonna do some more prep work this time. But I would be open to suggestions as to who I can reach out to. Make sure that I can find people with whom I have a lot in common. Okay, come on. Those interviews are the most fun. Gibbs. Fire salts. Alright. Where's the bloody front door? There should be a front door. Oh, you gotta go and throw over there. Okay. I see how it is. Okay. That's better. Attack me again, and I will... see if I can rock poison on this one, too. Oh, Oh, we died there. We died hard. Okay, it's none of those doors. So that means that the way in is actually in there. Scratch his beard vigorously. Up we go. Up to the top of the tower. Also, we should make sure we repair shit. But actually repair shit and then save afterwards, because God! Halls of natural disaster. Okay. They're above me. Okay. You know, normally I would be opposed to this kind of drastic action, but fuck it. Got nothing better to do tonight. Let's get ourselves that sigil stone. Give me a sigil stone and a place to stand upon, and I shall enchant the world. What's he gonna feed you, boy? You don't eat. Well, you don't need to eat anyway. I'm sure you eat souls or something, but you don't need to eat. Eating is for the plebs. You're a Daedra. Hey, we managed to actually dodge something there. That was impressive. Come on. Poison work. Nice. Very nice. Come here. Ow. What did I just cast on him?
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Thank you for the blurb there. Grizzled and Ben. Hopefully everyone's blurbs played. That open, check that. Let's check this Daedra. Can I get a heart off of you, sir? Yes, I can get a heart, a cure disease potion, and a topaz. Door to the wastes of Oblivion. Door to the rending halls. Let's see, where does that go? Honestly, chat, I was thinking about this too, because I was playing, as I said earlier, I was playing Morrowind, and it was making me think about stuff they could do with this franchise, because Todd has been like, we're putting a lot of effort, so guys, we're like putting a lot of effort into Fallout right now. Fallout is the franchise that we're putting the most effort into, guys. The most effort. And I don't know why Todd Howard suddenly turned into Ben Shapiro there. So I should check this and change it. Live chat, right? Everyone's saying. We're putting the most effort into the Fallout series right now and the Fallout franchise, and we're working on Elder Scrolls 2, but Fallout is our main focus, and that's the game we're really focusing on right now. And they're supposedly working on a new thing for Starfield, which, Todd, not to be that guy, but I know you like your space sim, my dude. Well, your wannabe space sim, but everyone else is over Starfield by now. Okay, you can release your 2.0 update and be like, oh, it's gonna be Starfield, Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty, but you're not talented enough to do that, is the problem. And you don't have people who are talented enough to do it. So, that's kind of a problem.
There can be only one.
Indeed. His name is me. I don't like flame atronachs, they're scary. I should hit him with another poison. Thank you very much for the blurb there, Grizzled. God. I love that movie. I need to do... Have I done a recommend? I don't think I've done a recommendation for Highlander. Highlander is good. Highlander is really good. That and Prince of Thieves and Minotites probably, too. Although there is some stuff in... There's some stuff in Prince of Thieves that does make me raise an eyebrow now. Didn't make me raise an eyebrow at the time, but it does raise an eyebrow now. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. God, this game is so pretty. I do not look forward to their reboot of Highlander. It has Henry Cavill, but with how much Cavill gets screwed over, that might not be a good thing. Well, because it's not about making new stories. It's about rebuilding everything that existed previously in their own image. That's what it's about. And it's because studios right now are run by corporate people who don't understand that occasionally you have to introduce new IPs that are actually good. So that's why you're getting constant remakes of stuff. But in their defense, which is rare that I am one to stoop to such a thing, it could potentially, very possibly, actually not be crap. And honestly, I think it would be very good if it was. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be the best thing ever, but it could be very good. It has a lot of good people attached to it. Which may not mean much in this day and age, but, you know, gives me some hope, at least. We should get that door open. Also, I love the spell effects. Like, when you drink a potion of, like, a feather, like, you'll see, like, these magical feathers form around you. It's really cool. Oh, that wind-up on that sword is just not good. It's too long. Like, he's swinging this sword like it's 50 pounds or 60 pounds, when an actual sword swing is just so much faster because the blade only weighs like a maximum of 5 pounds, like total. Like, even a great sword, you're gonna get a weight of like no more than 5 pounds usually. 8 is like a super heavy sword. But in here, he's just swinging it like it's, oh god, it weighs so much. Yeah, that is the other thing I would like to see in the new Highlander movie. More sword-looking swords and less I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'd like it to be less like the original in this case. One of the rare cases I will say that. When it's cases of actually making things better, improving upon previous material, I'm for it. I'm for improving that specific, very specific aspect. Everything else I think they should keep, but that is something I'd like to see improved. Yeah, we're getting up to the giant murder stone. I need a shield potion on, because I'm going to be dealing with flame atronachs again! Okay. So I need poison for the clan here. Let's see if it took. And that flame astronaut is going to get hooked up. Also, I'm starting to rebuild my health potion storage up from where it was. After all those fights in the Imperial Arena, we were rather low on healing. But I think after this, we'll have enough fire salts to make as many fire damage poisons as we could possibly wish for. And we'll also probably have the ability to... God, these environments, guys. Like, this is a big thing. Lighting. We'll probably have enough potion ingredients to make, like, more healing potions, too, because we'll have Daedra Hearts. I love this. Like, the lighting is so good. It makes it look absolutely just chef's kiss. Oh, God. Like, I don't generally go goo-goo for graphics, but this is a case where I will go goo-goo for graphics. Come here. There we go. Honestly, I'd like to see, like, some cool Atlantean-looking swords. That would be cool. Swords like we got in Conan, but just better. If you've ever seen, like, the Lean Wolf's Better Shaped Weapons mod for Skyrim, basically do that to the Atlantean sword from Conan, and it'll be perfect. For Highlander. Like, I do have hope for that franchise because of Cavill being there. But only because of Cavill being there. And I am curious to see what happens with that, with Cavill also working on the Warhammer project, because his Warhammer project is also something that is being done as we speak, supposedly. And I think that'll be really cool when we see that come to fruition. That is very, very interesting. Especially as a Warhammer fan, I love 40k, and I love Warhammer Fantasy, so I will want to see what he does with 40k. I honestly do. So I think it could be great. If Games Workshop doesn't fuck it up, which Games Workshop has every intention to, probably, knowing them. They never met a good idea they didn't try to ruin. But Cavill being there, I think, is a good sign. If they could get a writer who can actually write well, I think would be very, very... what was I gonna say? All right. Anyway, I think it'll be very, very good. And I'm over encumbered again. Remind me to make feather. Yes, please. I don't mind if I do. Maybe. But only if you promise to kill Barbus. See, there you go. Feathers. Feathers, see? It's a really cool little visual effect. Would like to see more of that with the next Elder Scrolls game. I would like the magic to be flashier and just less yucky. Unlobotom, un-autism, un-Tylenol American, the magic, like we got in Skyrim. Make it where it's less derpy, and it will be great. When Elder Scrolls 6 comes out in 2063 and I'm like 90 years old. Come on. You know, you're really fond of that lightning. Whoa. Come back here. Give me another bit of poison. We're gonna hit him again. They're using poison as a lawful good character. Well, you know, these are demons, so they don't get the same courtesies as those things made in the god's image. Also, Merry Christmas Eve to all 7 of you watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful. Half the people down there in the audience are like, how the fuck did we wind up here? Bob, do you remember how we got here? No! Use one of those. Your light armor mastery increased. Your light armor is like a second skin after all those days and weeks wearing it. You have learned to move easily with it in combat. As a journeyman of light armor, your gear is now damaged at a lower rate. Ain't that nice? Now, give me your skull and oh, heart. I love the idea that you're just sitting here, like, ripping into that just random Daedra's heart, pulling it out like the frickin', you know, thuggy cult member in Temple of Doom. Like, you know, Kalima! Yeah. Fucking great. Pulling it out like some Aztec chieftain. Good lord. Right. Time to get ready to get right down to business. Prepared all of our gear. Let's go get it. Give me the skull of a Daedra.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Thank you for the blurb there, Grizzled. Oh, finally, he's gone. Oh, he has a fire sword. Bollocks. Fire damage. Yeah, he needs to die. He needs to die. No. 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 I do not want to fight you, sir. Go away. I need my shield. I need my shield now. Healing. Shield. How much longer do I have feather for? Not long enough. That hurt him. Isn't enough to kill him. Actually, can I get my bow out for this? Yes, I can. Thank you for the blurb there. God help me. For Akatosh. Okay. The Sigma! The Empire! Oh, God. Oh. Very hot. Very warm. A lot warmer than you want to be. Hotter than a fully nude Ava Green. Oh, God! Okay, let's move. Let's move. Can you please go away, sir? Alright. That is indeed very hot. Oh, God. Say what you will of Zack Snyder. Snyder. No, it was, fucking nuts. Brain Dead Retard. Guy who did Prometheus. And Blade Runner. there. God. Guy who did Kingdom of Heaven. She was great in that. Good lord. Back when we weren't just getting uggos in movies. Although I will say, we are starting to see a kind of a hot revival, which is not a bad thing at all, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm very happy with that. Give me feather. Give me feathers! I long for feathers. Nithkin. I love how good they look here. Like, the character models are definitely something you gotta give Virtuos props on, because they just did so good with most of them. They're still kind of, you got the unified approach going with a lot of the character designs, but honestly, I think the game is ours. Thank you. Okay, who had the fire sword? Elven arrow, take that. Who had the fire sword? Which one of you little scum fondling, snotling, loving, chaos worshipping grot fondlers had the fire sword? Can't have been you. Oh, one of you did. Is it under him? No, it's not under him. So where is it? Where is the sword? The sword! Bring me Excalibur! Wait, is it up top? I think it's up top. Penance of Deception. Penance of Deception. It's gonna be heavy. Drain luck and personality. It is not a flame sword. That is sad. Actually quite sad. We'll take that. Please. Sword health. Yeah, baby! Get some good loot out of this. Ooh, another enchanted thingy. We gotta drop something that we don't need. Hate having to let it go, but what can you do? Give me that sigil stone. See, we just popped the ISR on chat. You are over encumbered. I know, video game. Oh, speaking of not hot things, frickin' Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey trailer. What the hell, man? What is going on there? And before someone pulls out the excuse of, well, it would look stupid if they went with the original armor. No, it wouldn't. Not as dumb as the rip-off Batman crap they got going with this. No way in hell it would look worse than that. Are you tripping, bro? Like, did we even watch the same trailer? Also, Zendaya as Athena. Really? Who? I know why every director in Hollywood has the hots for her, because they're fucking little boys, but Jesus Christ. Like, what were you thinking? She looks like a 12-year-old version of me, but less pretty. Like, what the hell? I'm talking about the Odyssey trailer. Like, what the fuck? She looks like a... She looks mannish, damn you. I have seen more feminine frogs, for Christ's sake. Athena needs an athletic build. She needs to be a muscle mommy. I'm just gonna say it. She needs to be a muscle mommy. She cannot be a... whoa man. She can't be, like, tiny either. Like, it won't work. It's not who she is. I saw the cast and nope, not for me. It's just, it is baffling. Utterly, completely baffling why they would choose her. Also, Matt Damon as fucking Odysseus? What abject pants on head...
Die, Imperial, die!
How far out am I from... Okay, I'm not far. Yeah, Athena needs to be a big, thick woman. Like, she needs to be muscular and very, very feminine, too. Because she's not just the goddess of war. She's also the goddess of, like, you know, if I remember correctly, motherhood and stuff like that. Like, not hearth and home and that kind of shit. Unlike Ares, who is the, you know, the dickhead god of war. Let me get that out. Please go away. You're gonna make me over encumbered, woman. Go away. Christopher Nolan, look, dude, you made some good movies. You made The Dark Knight, and, you know, God bless you for it, but maybe you've hit your... era when you can no longer really create something that doesn't suck. And if that is the case, it might be time to put the shovel down, son. Oh, I am way over encumbered. Oh, I am way over encumbered. Can we drop that Dremora longsword? That helps. Yeah. They're not worth anything anyway, so we can drop them by the truckload. Which is funny, because in Skyrim, they're like one of the most expensive things you can buy. In here, you can sell them for a pittance. Can't buy them for a pittance, but you can sell them for a pittance. Oh. Oh, inventory. Can I drop anything else? Armor. Do we pick up anything particularly garbage? Wait, do we have... We have a bunch of, like, wolf pelts, don't we? Yeah, we do. Wait, what can that go on? Oh. Oh! Well, I dare say, chat, we can turn ourselves invisible, or we can make it where no mage can cast spells at us. That would be handy. That'd be damn handy is what that would be. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to... First, I'm gonna have to dump something. I'm gonna have to dump a lot of somethings. Repair everything first. And then drop... No. Drop both those bear pelts. Still over encumbered. Junk. I have a lot of junk. What can I... Oh, those don't weigh anything, though. Well... Bugger it all. Wait, do I need those? I don't think I need those. Not when they weigh that much. Hold up. Where is my... Restore fatigue. Restore fatigue, because potions weigh significantly less than, pumpkins do. Restore fatigue. Okay, that's a lot of the really heavy stuff out of there. Is there anything else we can have go? I don't want to dump anything super useful. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. Let's drop all the scamp skin. Okay, now we only need to lose 3 pounds. 3 pounds, chat. One less pound than what your mom needs to lose. Okay, we're good. Sell the useless junk and go! God, this game is pretty. Also, if they don't get rid of frickin'... Look, chat, I want, for Elder Scrolls 6, I would like to see Jeremy Soul's soundtrack come back, because it makes these games. Like, listen to that. That is just... It is eargasm. Like, it is just... Oh... Like, I could live on this music. And Weight Watchers, the Oblivion Edition? God. Can you imagine, like, you've got some 500-pound dark elf?
Pity, sir.
You know?
I got nothing.
I'm telling you, it's these Inwas who are making me fat! They're importing all this terrible imperial food. Good music makes a lot of the atmosphere. The good music, good art design,
Not
it's
so loud, please.
very important.
Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you?
Oh, haggle. Let's get that up there, and then we're gonna sell that.
You need to make a better offer.
Aw, she doesn't want to... She doesn't like me, chat. She's evil.
No deal.
Picky bitch.
That's more than...
Shit cheek on that woman. Weapons we can be rid of. Axes can go.
Excellent bargain.
Silver longsword can go. Oh, if only I'd gone for...
That's a fair deal.
Should probably get rid of the iron longsword.
You've made a
embers
good
too.
bit of gold. Tell your friends about. You
I don't
too.
think I will. Oh, we've also leveled up. Yeah, I really wish they'd bring Jeremy Soul back. They're not going to. However, because I know they're not going to bring back Jeremy Soul, I do have a fairly reasonable request, chat. Brad Derrick, who is the guy... I will
Over
talk to
here.
you fucking schizo,
Yes,
later.
We need to talk. We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you.
Dear God, he's
I'll
hideous.
make it worth your while.
Like, he looks...
You fool. No.
He looks like my schizo crackhead neighbor got an elf DLC skin stuck on him. Like, he looks like frickin' Bob. Like, you know, just, this dude is an absolute crackhead. He just does lines of moon sugar off the back of an Argonian's ass. Like, that is what he looks like.
You have obviously made a mistake. Sir Lazara Milvan would never speak with someone of your low birth. You are obviously of low birth. Unless you dispute my judgment, and you would press your suit at the end of a sword...
Excuse me?
I'm afraid I cannot. Leave me, and I will spare you.
I want to kill him, kind of. I need to find a trading post. A general store. God.
My children are starving. Please help.
Oh, man. Please save me, I have children. He doesn't have any children. Well, I might someday. Right,
I take it you
woman.
want something. Go ahead. Goodbye.
Welcome to Colovian Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want.
I want...
Have a look around. You
Sell
won't
some
find
things.
better prices in all Tamriel.
Okay, copper can go. Other gold can
An
go.
excellent bargain.
Keep the base ring of freedom on for now. We'll sell the other gold ring.
A
It's
fine
worth less.
transaction.
Need to have the extra carry weight. Not that it weighs a ton. Staff of Lightning. Buff that a little bit. And sell the other silver bow. Silver bows, silver bows. It's murder and Daedra time in the city. Something like that. Haggle. Let me see if I can get it up a little higher. Better. Much better. Minor Soul Trap, Shock, Riverwalk, Spark, the Argonian accounts. Those are good. Undelivered letter. Weakness to poison. So chat, I don't know if anyone but me has heard this, but there is a rumor that TES 6 is going to have ships be like buildable and customizable like they did in Starfield. If they do that, that's gonna be so retarded and so funny. Because I guarantee you, it will not work well. Like, if you've ever seen...
Tell your friends about...
Look, I am a defender of Creation Engine for what it does well. But chat, how many copies of Mysterious Akavir do you need? Good God. I'm a defender of this game, of this engine for what it does well, but Creation Engine has limitations when it comes to objects interacting with each other. It tends to make it do very weird things, and by very weird, I mean pure... Oh, shit. Did I not do something?
Afternoon.
Oh, I didn't do something. Oh, I fucked up. Okay. Chat can yell at me later. I forgot to ping Discord. So I think if they do that, it's gonna be wild. I will point out, it was a thing in Daggerfall. So bringing it back for the Iliac Bay, the next Iliac Bay game, will be very interesting. If they actually do it. There were some people who were dropping, like, very obviously bullshit rumors and supposed leaks for a 2026 Elder Scrolls, like, announcement. Like, they're gonna do it, like, the first quarter of next year, which is, like, in less than a week. I don't see that happening. Like, I'm just sorry. I don't see it happening. Like, Todd being Todd will not let that happen. Quests. Paranoia. I got started by going into an Oblivion realm, and then I ran off and did something else, and now I'm having to deal with all the other stuff that I got into. Okay, let's get out. I will say this. They need to... The next game needs to have non-ugified characters. Like, just give me... Not asking for a lot. Just give me one that doesn't look like the south end of a northbound horse, and I will be happy. Doesn't need to be, you know... I'm gonna try Chameleon. Wait, what do I spec into? Character. Slayer. I don't really think I'm spec'd into stealth. Sneak. Where's my sneak? Sneak is 8. Yeah, no. We'll go silence. We'll silence them all. Silence them faster than, someone talking about COVID during the lockdowns. Okay. I need... There we go. I'm gonna have to rebind that. No. There we go. Heal. Got an enchanted sword! And we have a new Daedric blade. Which has fire-ish effects. I think those are fire effects. Look, oh no, that is like a kind of poisony, like, it's not as gold as fire usually is. That's cool. Let's go. I do like the enchantment effects. Like, that is a definite improvement from Skyrim. Like, in every way. Like, you can get mods that do the same thing, but it's just not the same. Okay, we want to go to... back to the arena. Definitely gonna want to go back to the arena, but I might just spend this stream, like, hitting Oblivion gates. Like, that is fun, and I enjoy doing it, even if I have to circumnavigate some of it sometimes. Tomatoes. Here is... I need, like, potatoes. I need taters, and some other things. Also, inventory. Potions. Retort. Give me... I have no retort to, you know, some things in life. 4 points of fire damage this time. Yay! Flax. I've got plenty of flax. Also, why is it so smoky? Is it just fog? I don't like this particular weather set. I will say that. I wish they had gone with a more traditional Oblivion weather set that wasn't so dull and dreary all the time. Poison. Poison, damage health, damage health. Oh, we only have fire damage. Oh! I'm gonna need to collect more health damaging things. Peony seeds, I need those for something. Okay. Holares! Hail and a Merry Christmas Eve to thee. Good sir. I hope that you have an excellent Christmas Eve. Good night. Nightshade, finally. Indeed, how are you doing, good fellow? Ooh, that. How has the Space Marine 2 progress been going? Out of curiosity. Ooh, smock, flax, more smock. Also, have you tried any of the new the other classes besides Ogren in Darktide? Because seriously, you should. They're really good. They're like really good. Vet is best, boy. Blackberry bushes. Bad doggy. That was... Thank you. Game completely spurred. Katana. Good to hear. Good to hear, Rez. Restoration up to 46. Hell yeah, brother. Got him. That doggy. Sit. Stay. Last minute shopping. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, I hope whoever gets your Christmas presents, I hope they're very grateful. And I hope you get something nice for yourself. Remember to get something nice for yourselves this Christmas, chat. And for the people that are very close to you and deserve it. Fallen Rock Cave. Other than that, been playing Monster Hunter Wilds and running Gogmazios. Interesting. Oh, Spriggan. They uglified the Spriggans too. That's one thing I cannot abide. Ugly Spriggans. Just disgusting. Burn. Burn, vile creature of the earth. Descend into the nothingness that awaits you and all of your kind. This is the dominion of men. Mankind's realm. You are not made in the god's image. As for Space Marine 2, don't know who I should go with. Heavy just feels good to me. Try Assault. Try Assault, take out the Thunderhammer, and tell me it don't feel good. Actually, yes, I want the greatsword. Got it! Light armor increased. Seal arrow and taproot. Cool. What do I need peony seeds for? What are peony seeds useful for? Sure, it's something. Peony seeds. H, show details. Peony seeds give me damage health. Poison. Poisons. More poisons than, you know, the back end of, Yes, they did. The Skyrim Spriggans were very cute. Just more sanitization, yes. Yes, indeed, which is gay and lame. Not something that should be done. Never, ever, 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 unless it is like something illegal, like actually illegal, should you ever censor art. That has become rapidly my stance. Didn't used to be my stance, but I was driven to it, chat. Because if you give people a fucking inch, they will take the entire 12.5 inches. Vigorously. Alright. Imagine a Korean team was in charge of the remaster. Oh, God. I mean, the monetization would be worse than it already is, but the character models would be, you know, bouncy. Very bouncy. Okay. Temple to Akatosh. I should find a bed. Before we go do that Oblivion Gate, I should find a bed. And murder some deer. Mara! Mara the Mother. A lot more interesting character than a lot of people realize. Nords viewed her very differently. I am fantastic. Well, mostly fantastic. Barring a few minor and major issues, I'm doing all right. Meridia. Neyrud Nunda. See, you got leg there. There's a little bit of leg, chat. She was an interesting character for 5 seconds, but then, you know, after the 9th playthrough of Skyrim, when you get the, you know, a new hand touches the beacon, you're just like, oh god, no, no more, please, stop. Let me die. God. That is a mental flashbang and a half. Peonies. Lots of poison. I would really like some Dragon's Tongue right about now, video game. Like, I'm appreciative for the peonies, but Dragon's Tongue would be better. Lady Smock does nothing useful, though. No, go home. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. Sit, stay. You know what? I don't have time for this. Come here. Burn. To death. Vigorously. Oh. Murdy is a baddie, though, so I'd let it slide. Well, she's kind of like Jigalag, though. She has too much of Jigalag. She'll ruin your life. Like, she is hot, but she'll be a control freak with, like, the worst case of BPD this side of Amber Heard. Like, you're gonna regret every single second of putting up with Meridia. You know, and yeah, her tits are great, but have you seen her mental disorders? Oh. Like, she has more mental disorders than your average game dev. Like, Jesus. Okay. Hopefully that's the closest I ever get to being inside. Well, that's not good. Okay. Not gonna make that joke. Not gonna do it. I will have self-control. I will not make a racist joke, for God's sakes. I will have some manner of self-control for once today.
I'll hack you to pieces.
Oh, God.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
I'll hack you to pieces.
Also, if I remember correctly, she got down with, what's his name? The rape god. Fucking, not Marion's Dagon. Molag Bal. She got down and heavy with him for a little while, which is fucking, ugh. No. No, I don't think I will. I can give you the pass if needed. Yeah! Alchemy mastery increased. Your stained fingers attest to your diligence in mixing potions and learning their secrets. You are now a journeyman of alchemy. You can now recognize an additional alchemical property and can sustain more simultaneous potion effects. Ah. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that was in one of the... I think that's in 37 Lessons of Vivek. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got down and busy with old Molag Bal for a little while. In between, like, him banging, what's his name? The weird god. The one... Vivek, yeah. Apparently, like... Look, those books are really weird. They're apocryphal, kind of. Vivek is a weird god. He's just, like, every other god in the setting treats Vivek like the weird little shit that he is, because he's just fucking strange. Like, dude, what were you thinking when you made this guy? And Michael Kirkbride looks up from the, you know, the absolute Everest-sized pile of cocaine and goes, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think it's great. Yes. Yes. Nocturnal is good. Nocturnal is very good. She's also, like, she is vindictive, but as long as you don't betray her, she's generally not too much of a problem. Which is why, you know, Nocturnal is, like, one of the least annoying Daedric princes. She is very, very jealous, though. But as long as you're not, like, you know, a whore, you'll be fine. Don't be a man whore. Nocturnal won't be too bad. As I believe Rojin, though you are going to have to think about, you know, she's been with Khajiit, so she probably has more STDs than, you know, than personality traits at this point. So consider that briefly. Also check for fleas. You know, just saying. Nocturnal is an odd goddess. Very odd. That's something interesting about the Wayward Realms that I hope isn't a take heed and be in fear for it, you know, being screwed up, is the Wayward Realms. Their pantheon in the Wayward Realms, which is for people who don't know, it's the spiritual successor to Daggerfall. It was worked on by Julian Lefay and Ted Peterson. They're the people who started it in concert with Indigo Gaming, who isn't there anymore. Neither, because Indigo had some creative differences with them. And then they, then Ted and Julian worked on it for a long time, and Julian passed away from cancer this last year. So, now it's just Ted. But, sadly, like, I'm rather concerned because that setting, it does have one thing. It's got like there are no gods in the setting. There are only goddesses, which could be a warning sign. Could potentially be a warning sign. Usually when people go and make like purely like matriarchal shit, it's usually cringe and gay, which is not very nice to play in. It's usually an excuse for people to be, you know, man-hating bastards, which is just not very fun to deal with. It's like, we get it, you think men are shit, fuck off now, please. However, it's not written by an angry feminist, so it probably will be okay. At least I don't think. Ted Peterson is an angry feminist. He seems a little bit too much like a dude for that, but... And he was based as fuck back in the day. By the way, if you have not watched it, there's a video I would recommend for everyone if you're at all interested in the Elder Scrolls as a franchise. You should check out the... Come on. You should check out The Elder Scrolls: A Promise Unfulfilled by Indigo Gaming. It is probably one of the best documentaries on the internet regarding Elder Scrolls as a franchise. It is very, very good. Hestra. You know, we should be seeing, like, better armor by now, shouldn't we? I'm gonna go check out, where is it? Ayleswell. We need to go there, and I need to get me some healing. Gonna rest up for the night and level up. We're level 13, chat. We made it! Getting into the big leagues. Speaking of the big leagues, chat, we are gonna have to point out something with Elder Scrolls 6. They need to get away from the current tone of like Elder Scrolls and Bethesda games. Something they've got to work on is this franchise needs its balls back. I'm sorry. It's, you know, everyone likes to meme how the setting is so, you know, it's so funny. That's got to stop, guys. Like, this franchise has been far too pussified for far too long. Like, in Daggerfall, you had, you know, assassins guilds full of, you know, fun-looking characters. And in these games, it's just not so much. I would like to see that improved vastly. Because right now, it's just not very good. It's not very good at all. F. Regenerate Magicka. Where is my endurance? I want to get that back up to 80. We'll stick 2 into willpower. Because I would like to be able to cast more than one healing spell at a time. Like, Elder Scrolls used to be a lot more tonally mature, and it has been dumbed down over the last couple of games. And ESO has certainly not done it any favors, I don't think, in a lot of ways. I think it might have tried to go somewhat in the right direction, but I think that they honestly need to do... Elder Scrolls was meant to be darker than it is now. Now, they don't need to go, like, full Tainted Grail, the world is doomed bullshit, but they need to get... Like, there should be stuff in the world that is darker. Like, if you read the biography of the Wolf Queen, there is an absurd amount of sex, drugs, and murder in that series. And it's not reflected in how the game plays. Like, the lore of Elder Scrolls is incongruous. They need to exile anyone who worked narratively and character design-wise on Starfield. Character and UI. Yeah, that needs to go. That shit needs to go. It is not good. It sucks. I thought Oblivion had decent balance, decent quality of life, and streamlining where it was necessary. The Oblivion Remaster does. There's a lot of good improvements they've made. But... And in the original game, the balance was wasn't great there because of the problems with the leveling. Which are still not completely fixed in this, I would like to point out. But it is better. So. It's definitely better. Also, I should make me some potions, because I have now the ability to find more potion effects. Silence. Ooh! Ooh! Mage Be Gone! We have Mage Be Gone, chat. Oh, not the remaster, just coming from Morrowind. Yeah, it does have a lot of improvements from Morrowind. Like, the movement is better than in Morrowind by a ton. The combat is better in a lot of ways, especially in the original. I like a lot of what they did. There are some things I'd like to see... Fuck, yes! Fire damage. And I need a change of pants after the... Oh! Oh, yes, please, and thank you. Damage speed. Nice. Damage health. Damage speed. Ooh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, good stuff. The potion crafting is much improved. Like, it is much improved from the original. I'd like to see them go further in the next game. And honestly, like, they need to do some farming out to other studios. Like, they could do a lot in the way of remasters and remakes that I think would be really good. And they could keep a lot of the core stuff that made the games great. But I think we definitely need a Morrowind remake, because Morrowind had so many problems, and a modern remaster could ameliorate so many of them. And it would be I think it would be good for the franchise. It would be really good for the franchise for people to play that. Because also, I think part of the reason why they don't want to do that is because it would raise the bar for Bethesda. Because if you listen to a lot of the dev interviews, and I believe it's one of the lead quest designers, what's his name? It's right there. I can see his face. I can see his big fat jowls, and I can see his face. One of the lead quest designers described the backlash to Starfield like this. What he said was, Starfield is like the game. He described the backlash to Starfield like what would happen if your 12-year-old brought you a drawing. And when your 12-year-old brings you a drawing, you're a proud parent, you're like, oh, that's so good, little Timmy, like, you did such a good job. But when a 38-year-old man brings you the same drawing, you're like, a 38-year-old master artist brings you that same drawing, you're like, you okay, dude? Like, do you need help? That's what he says happened with Starfield. I'm kind of inclined to agree to an extent. However, I'd like to point something out here, chat. There's a little bit of revisionist history going on there. Because of one very important thing. The games before Starfield were better. And the games before Skyrim were better. Oblivion is a better game than Starfield. Daggerfall, with all of its procedural generation and jank, is a better game than Starfield. Skyrim, with all of its shallow, vapid, horrifically terrible quest design, is better than Starfield. Just this. Let me try something. And there's a reason for that. It's because I have those. Okay. It's because all of those games were designed around a concept of being RPGs. Fallout 4 is better than Starfield, even though I hate Fallout 4. But all of that, all the reasons why those games are excused and Starfield is not by the audience is because they had an existing universe to fall back on. We gave them more grace than they deserved because it was Elder Scrolls, because it was Fallout, because it was a franchise that most of us in their audience already had a connection to. And Bethesda played off of that. They, dare I say it, exploited that. Instead of making their... Oh, God. That's a fine start. Let's get that out. And I need a shield up.
Join my trophy anything.
Come on. No more. Oh god, there's another one.
First blood sack. Moving feather king.
Starfield was like it was made by BlackRock, generic, stale, sanitized milquetoast. That pitiful excuse for a bar on neon is a fine example. It is. Like, I have completely done a 180 on Starfield for a bunch of reasons. Because back in the day, I was one of the few people who defended the game. Like, I tried to defend it, and for good reason, because I was a Bethesda fan. I love Bethesda's games, and I love what they have created in the past. But I also understand something. Bethesda in its current state, if allowed to continue, will create... Oh, I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. I am really silenced right now. Get more healing. Fire damage. Also gonna need to... My apparel is broken. But the biggest problem with Starfield was that Starfield conceptually wasn't a role-playing game. And I don't think they know how to make a role-playing game anymore. Like, I genuinely don't. I don't think that Bethesda can make RPGs anymore. Because all of the RPG DNA for the studio, like, really, if you look into it, all the RPG DNA for the studio left the studio a long time ago. Like, Emil Pagliarulo didn't work on RPGs. He worked on immersive sims. Now, you can take the bones of an RPG, okay? You can take the conceptualization of an RPG with a game like say, Cyberpunk, okay? You can turn it into a more of a Deus Ex immersive sim, and it'll be okay. But if you take something that was meant to be you can turn an RPG into an immersive sim. You can't really turn an immersive sim into an RPG very easily because there's too much cut out. And what they've done since, I would say, Skyrim, is they have carved out more and more of the RPG elements. Because Skyrim was the last game you had the RPG people working on. It was the last game you had people like Ken Rolston consulting on. I need to get clear. Yeah, no, that's just not working out right now. Starfield looks and feels generic because of one thing. They didn't have any clue what they were fucking making at the time. They had no idea. I think maybe Todd had some conceptualization, because Todd, if you go back and you look along the timeline for the studio, Todd... Why am I bleeding health so much? Does he have, like, poison on his sword or something? That's weird. That is really weird. I don't like that. Or is this just another, oh, it's gonna be an Oblivion damage buff to all of your enemies? My armor's not in the best of shape right now. kite them around the map and shoot fire arrows at them, maybe. Elven arrow. Okay, let's pull that out. I need to get some range. These guys. If first you don't succeed, cheese to try again. Poison. We want damage health. Also, I am once again silenced. That is not good. Restore health. And Starfield feels so milquetoast because they were trying to sell out to Microsoft at the time. And so they could, okay, firstly, they were trying to sell out to Microsoft, which meant they didn't want anything that would, like, rock the boat. They didn't want the controversy like you had with Cyberpunk 2077, okay? Cyberpunk, when it first came out, got absolutely, like, when the first trailers released back in the day, if you remember, got a ton of shit from the feminist SJW crowd because Cyberpunk had a, one of the early releases was a mission where you go and save a chick who's been roughed up quite significantly. And you pull her ass out of a, like a tub full of ice water. And she was completely naked, and they lost their shit out of them over that. That was in the early footage for it. And I think that's part of the reason why Starfield was so pedestrian with, like, Neon. Because Neon is sold to you as this, like, you know, degenerate hole. Like, it is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. And when you get there, it's like some dudes in some funky suits. Like, it is just the most bitch basic. Okay, we got that on him. These guys feel a lot stronger than normal. I don't know what is going on with that, but I do not like it. Ooh. Keep burning, please. Is that enough? Nearly there. Let's poison him one more time. It's the first mission you do with Jackie. You're rescuing her from scavengers who rip and sell cyberware from innocent people. Yeah. Yeah, that one. But they chose to... Yeah, they, you know... That's it. Yeah, that is the thing. That is what drove, like, Anita Sarkeesian fucking up the wall back when it was released. I remember that. Like, that was fucking nuts. Because after the fact, that was one of the things that was talked about forever. Like, I didn't really hear about it at the time, because I was, like, fucking small at the time, in 2012. But I think it was released in, like, 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. It was, like, one of the first bits of footage they showed, back when Cyberpunk was going to be an RPG. But I think that's part of the reason. Also, it's because Emil Pagliarulo is fabulous. Oh my god, that. And he is probably the type of person who would look at, you know, anything spicy, anything actually creative, and would go, I'm like, oh, we can't have that, guys. Like, we can't have that. That would be, like, abusive towards women. Like, you can't show that. He would be one of those people. I guarantee you. If you've ever looked at, like, Emil's Twitter, it is the most fucking TDS afflicted, you know, fucking male feminist faggotry you have ever laid eyes on. Draws back bow, misses. Like, my bow has ED. Like, good god. Sounds like the title of an anime. And they could have done so much better with Starfield. Because there's, like, there's hinted parts in Starfield that are interesting. Like, Rage in Industries is interesting. The Freestar Collective is extremely interesting. Like, they are cowboys in space, but they're, like, you know, cowboys with a little bit of mech warrior influence. So they're like, it's a county of Cimarron from Vistara met the, like, the Magistry of Canopus and some of the other parts of BattleTech. Like, they're a weird, like, mishmash of, like, BattleTech, cowboys and Indians, and, you know, stuff like that. But in the game, like, all of their lore is basically ignored for what we got, which was basically just, oh, we're space cowboys that are really boring. But even their lore, like, their lore sounds cool, but it's underdeveloped because they didn't have 30 years to fall back on, and it was all written by Emil Pagliarulo and a few other people who really aren't good at writing anything. Like, I am not usually this scathing on Bethesda, but Bethesda really needs to fire that man because he has contempt for his audience and hire someone who knows what they're doing. Like, they need to hire a character. A character writer who is actually really good and didn't work on fucking Dragon Age Veilguard. Like, I don't care what people say about that game. They can try and be like, well, they didn't have time. Like, BioWare and EA rushed them. It's not their fault. The game wasn't that bad. No. No. If you're attached to that cancerous butthole of a game, you shouldn't be getting work anywhere. Like, I'm sorry. Especially if you were involved in writing. But no, Bethesda was like, oh, those people, they drove their franchise into the ground. We should hire them. And so now we've got a you know, a Dragon Age Veilguard writer for fucking Des 6. And yes, I'm being more negative than usual because I've been playing a lot of Elder Scrolls recently, and it pisses me off because my favorite franchise is in the hands of people who do not give a single fuck about it. Todd Howard wants to fondle, you know, Fallout's nads till the stars fall from the fucking heavens, and Emil Pagliarulo long since stopped giving a shit about anything, and everyone else at the studio is either just drawing a paycheck or not allowed to do anything good because they have too many producers and they have just too much bloat. Like Bethesda used to, when they made great games, they were a studio of like no more than 100 people. Like, it was like no more than 100 people max, and they made Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Skyrim, okay? No more than like 100 to 200 people. Now they have like 900 people in the studio. Like, it is absurd, the sheer fucking quantity of people they have, and half of those people don't really seem to contribute anything. Because if you look at games like CD Projekt Red creates right now, and yes, I'm going to be using The Witcher as an example a lot, and Cyberpunk, because they are fairly comparable. They're open world action adventure sandbox games. They're able to create so much more. And it's not, and it doesn't treat the audience with contempt. It doesn't treat them like, oh, you know, we're sorry, you wanted mature themes and interesting characters. Well, the best we can do is a semi-interesting character and themes that are half-baked at best. Like Starfield. Starfield had some interesting themes, like transcendence, like transcending the human condition, becoming more than human, and, you know, becoming, you know, this entity that has been to multiple universes and seen and experienced so much. They never do anything beyond that. Like, it's just, oh, you're just gonna go to the next, basically carbon copy of the last universe you were in. With some, like, quirky thrown at. Oh my god. Y'all, Slakewan. Well, we could have gotten so much more. So much more. you know. And worst of all on Starfield, they spent over a decade on the damn thing. Like, Starfield was a game that they started like pre-production on around the time Oblivion released. Like, they started like doing concept art and shit back then, like before Skyrim dropped. And it comes out and 2 years before it releases, before it comes out, 2 years before it releases, they hadn't found the fun yet in the game. How the ever-loving, batshit, Sheogorath, pan-fried, Staff of Chaos fondling madness do you manage to work on a game for like 8 years and it's not fun? Like, 8 years. Like, I know Thief, was it Thief the Dark Project? It was one of the Thief games that wasn't like even a stealth game until almost like 6 months until launch. Like, it was like within 6 months of launch that they turned it into a stealth game. And then it was perfect. But like, for a studio like Bethesda, like, they didn't even make it an RPG, which would have made Starfield significantly more fun. Like, if they gave us a deep role-playing system with, like, mature characters and interesting, like, sci-fi shit, it would have been a great game. Like, there are good parts of Starfield. Like, there are really good parts. Like, the ship combat and the shipbuilding is fun. It's undercooked, but it is fun. Like, it would have been more fun. Give me your... I cannot hit for shit. Got him. It could have been so much better. And hell, some of the crafting parts of Starfield are actually quite fun. I enjoyed modding weapons and, you know, doing all that shit. I'd like to see that come back in a better game. And also, I think there's a lot of Starfield that works in a game where you're not having to bumblefuck between a bazillion loading screens and having to go across maps that are the size of Skyrim with, like, nothing fucking in them. It is an example of so many things thrown into a pot, and they're like, yes, this will work. But it doesn't, because a lot of the concepts they use don't work in a vacuum. Concepts that worked in Skyrim only worked because it was Skyrim, and because you're working within a setting that makes, with world building that makes all of it make sense, which they don't have in Starfield. The issue, like Veilguard, was the writing, which Starfield wasn't as horrendous as Veilguard, but it was so boring. They had so many interesting concepts, but bland executions. That is largely true. But I would argue it was also, like, a design problem. Like, from a design standpoint, it could have been much better than it was. Come on. Oh, fire sword. That is a fire sword. Balls. I need to burn him. Like, if Starfield had been made an RPG with attributes, with detailed character creation, with proper modding support at launch, with better implemented exploration, with all of those things, it would have been received much better. They didn't do that because they chose to make a Skyrim-like game without being able to fall back on what's made Skyrim actually good. which was it was an adventure game, but it was set in a really interesting world, which was because you still had people like Ken Rolston advising on it, and you also had Michael Kirkbride still doing some of the writing, which a lot of people give Julian LeFay a lot of credit, which is fair. It's perfectly fair. Julian LeFay and Ted Peterson did a ton of work on Elder Scrolls even after they'd left. They'd done a ton of consulting, and Ted did some of the writing all the way up to Oblivion. But I would like to state for the record that Michael Kirkbride is a significant portion of the reason why the Elder Scrolls is why it is how it is. It would not be the way it is without his actions. Like, without his influence, you don't have Morrowind being this incredibly unique setting. Because basically everything about Morrowind, everything people dig about Morrowind with how unique and interesting and well-written and well thought out the world is, well, I won't say 90, 80% of that is Kirkbride. And then you have Ted Peterson and other guy, Ken Rolston, doing the other work. And these are people who have worked on a shitload. Like, they're at least trained or they have experience in the genre. Ted Peterson played a lot of RPGs. He knew what kind of story would work for an RPG. So did Ken Rolston, because he was a veteran, okay, of the tabletop space. He worked for TSR and WotC. He had an understanding of what kind of story would actually function in a world like Elder Scrolls. Whereas Starfield had Emil Pagliarillo, Will Shin, and a couple other people who have basically all been fired at this point. The only one who's still there is Emil. Will Shin's gone. A bunch of the other people are gone. And the reason for that is because I think Bethesda's starting to realize that they might have fucked up. And that they might need... They might need to try and make something actually good. Which will be hard for them, because Bethesda would rather, you know, choke on a sandpaper dildo than admit they did something wrong. But I think internally, people are starting to realize that they might have fucked up. They just might have made a couple of decisions that maybe weren't the best. But then you have, you know, tone-deaf shit coming out of people like Emil Pagliarillo, which I will just blame on being Emil because, fuck it, let me have my copium. In that recent article where they got interviewed at the fucking Fallout TV show, Fallout TV show, what's it, the red carpet thingy, big celebrity circle jerk, and they were like, you know, well, it's still ways out, it's gonna be dope, it's gonna be cool. That was the chick who was saying that, of course. But Emil's over here, like, making a turkey analogy, because I guess the fucker only thinks about food. I would bet you he's the sumbitch who's responsible for fucking, here, go across the galaxy to fetch me a fucking coffee quest. But he's like, you know, do you want, like, I'm gonna compare, like, the game to a turkey, where it's, you know, it's something you want it to cook nice and long, and, you know, you want it to come out of the oven when it's ready and not before, because, you know, you want it to be properly done, you know, with all the, you know, the skin. Yeah, the Fallout show is still ass. Which I have come around on that too, because fucking Kretosis and other people have changed my mind on that fucking show. So credit to Kretosis for that.
Feed me the Lord.
You are part of the reason why I've come to the dark side on the Elder Scrolls franchise. Thank you. And Bethesda in general. Season 2 is more egregious due to having the gall to touch New Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, that was... I was like, we're going to New Vegas. That's the one that people get fucking cultish over. That's gonna end about as well as a... About as well as... a full-body massage in a a massage parlor run by quadruple amputees. It's just gonna be embarrassing and unpleasant. Seriously, I've seen less happy endings in fucking Game of Thrones. But it's gonna be... If they don't change, if they don't get someone more talented, more RPG-oriented into that studio fast, Elder Scrolls 6 will be one of the biggest and most studied disasters in gaming history, and you can fucking quote me on that. Like, it will suck harder than Kamala Harris trying to get the fucking Democratic nomination. It'll be fucking bad. Does he have fire? Is he hitting me with another fire sword? He is hitting me with another fire sword. And yeah, I know I sound like a broken record, and people who've watched me for a long time are like, here he's going on a Bethesda rant again, but god damn it, I'm a fan of this franchise. I'm not a Fallout fan fuck. I don't... And that is part of the reason why my original review for the Fallout TV show is probably not the best. Because I'm not a Fallout fanboy. I am an Elder Scrolls fanboy. And I can tell you that this franchise deserves better. It deserves far better. This is what I wanted. I wanted games in the future to emulate what was good about the Elder Scrolls franchise while ditching the shit that was bad. There is a lot of good about the Elder Scrolls franchise. It is one of the best sandbox RPG franchises out there. There isn't really a good... Like, there aren't any real alternatives, which I think is part of the reason there weren't any real alternatives for a long time. There are now. We'll probably be playing at least one of them on the channel at some point, and competitors. Like, this all could have been more. But they have chosen consistently. What is going on? What active effect is on me right now? Weakness to fire. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, balls. That's not pleasant. Here, prepare to get burned. Alive. Oh no, illusion, a skill I never use. Poison. I don't have any poison right now. Actually, you know what? I have a fucking Daedric sword. A flame. Let's pull this out briefly. Come on, attack me. Come on. Also, I'm glowing chat, like Nick Fuentes. Like a groiper on Twitter who is totally not an FBI agent. Can I charge that?
On your belly, knighted.
Revealer of iniquity. Okay, that's worth a lot. That's worth a lot. That's not worth very much at all. Doesn't even have that great damage. What else do we have that we could dump? Sure, we picked up some garbage along the way. This is, the Elder Scrolls is a franchise that does a few things really, really well. Doesn't do everything well. Does a few things well. And the things it does well are exploration, world building, and when it's at its best, role-playing. The amount of choice in how you build your character is massive. Bro, I might not agree with Ben Shapiro on everything, but he was right to call out certain individuals who are always just asking questions. Yeah. Look, I do not like Ben Shapiro. I abhor Ben Shapiro. I think he is a annoying little faggot. However, I hate Nicky Catboy Fuentes even more. I do not like Nick Fuentes. I will make no bones about disliking Nick Fuentes because Nick Fuentes is a fed. A gay fed, but definitely a fed. Also, Nick Fuentes has said some very questionable things about kids in the past, and I'm sorry, if you say anything that puts my hackles up about kids, or makes me feel uncomfortable or feel that you are a threat to kids in any way, shape, or form, in that way. Yeah, no. You can go straight into the wood chipper. Like, right now. That is where you belong. I have it right out there. It's a brush bandit. It can take a 12-inch log. Well, actually, 16-inch? So yeah, it could even fit his Twinkie ass. I can't stand Tucker or Candace either. Yeah, no. Fuck no. Which is no fucking wonder. Speaking of... Okay, chat, I hate to get political here, but I have to. It's late Christmas Eve. What do you expect? Candace Owens is a plant. I know this is gonna hurt some people to hear, but she is about as organic as McDonald's Big Mac. That woman literally got started working with Anita Sarkeesian in fucking Gamergate. There is no way she is possibly an actual conservative. She is a fucking clout whore of the worst variant. And Tucker changes allegiances more than fucking France did in World War II. Like, Christ's sake. One day he's a conservative, the next day, oh, that's a day drop. I need to get out of the bone zone here. 1 second. These people are not fucking real. There is no way you can convince me that either of them are genuine. They are just abject frauds and charlatans. Oh yeah, let's defend Islam, the worst religion of all time. With no exceptions. Like, it is Okay, that might not be entirely true. There are some worse religions, but you'd have a hard time naming them. Yeah. Like, he had his Jeb Bush please clap moment. Like, that is what happened to fucking Tucker. Tucker had his please clap. Please clap, guys. And everyone was just like, no, no. Like, it wasn't that long ago that these people were blowing up our cities. You know? So, sorry, not sorry, Tucker. We're not just gonna forgive and forget on this shit. Fuck off and take your Muslim apology, apologetics elsewhere. Look, before people are like, oh my god, like, he does this. No, I don't fucking like Israel either. Okay, I'm gonna be fucking real with you. I don't. Okay, I am an America firster. I fucking care about America. Every other country gets to suck hind teat, in my opinion. But we should not be fucking importing people who hate our guts and everything we stand for. And Islam is a horrific religion that does horrible fucking things to people. It just fucking is. So yeah, there is my, oh my god, he's getting political. Well, if you fucking subscribe to the channel long enough, you'd fucking know that I have been very political for a very fucking long time. I have never lied about where my politics fucking lie. I have made no bones about the fact that I consider certain groups not be our best friends. Japan and Taiwan, because they can't live without us. And yeah, they are our best allies, but they're not our friends. Make no mistake on that particular point. And in Japan's case, they have damn good reason to not be. We have not treated them particularly well ever since World War II. Except more recently. Thanks to Trump, and some of what Trump has been doing, we've been, able to have a better relationship with them, but we fucked them over hard in the past. Unjustly, I think. Personally. That's just me. Give me a choice between picking Israel and Palestine, and I'm picking Israel. Same. It's like the Saudi Arabia situation. Oh god, yeah. I will probably piss off like half of YouTube by saying this, but I don't fucking like them at all. I don't fucking like the Saudis one little bit. I have made no bones about not liking Saudi Arabia, but my god, they fucking scare me, Chad. Like, those fuckers are trying to get their little fucking hooks in everything right now. Especially into entertainment. And anytime I see someone starting to get, like, frisky with the cultural sphere, like China did this back in the day with, like, movies like fucking, oh, what was it? What was the shitty sequel to Independence Day? That one. That was the time when Hollywood is trying to just really suck China's dick because they wanted to get into the Chinese market.
Join my trophies.
Yeah. Which was fucking smart, because they're fucking crazy. Oh, God. I'm doing, like, very little damage to these guys. Enjoy the poison. Okay, he is properly lit up over there. Can I get this open? Is there anything, like, can I have a soul gem that's, like, partially charged? Bro, those comedians with severe TDS acting like it's different when they're taking Saudi money. Oh yeah, like, oh, Trump is the great Satan. He's the great evil that's gonna destroy us all. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go take money from people who pitch gays off rooftops. And we're demonetized.
They can fool me.
It was bound to happen eventually. Yeah, of course they are. Of course he is. Like, Dave Chappelle, I've known he was a hypocrite ever since he went after fucking Anthony Cumia. Like, and a lot of other people. Danger Heart, Moonlight, Touch of Fear, Potion of Sea Stride, and Danger Heart. Probably no one wants to hear my political opinions, but fuck it, you know. Chat brought it up. That gives me free reign to do what I want. However, briefly. Come here. Come on, buddy. I know. I love how he just glows now. Or fucking, like, guys, I'm just gonna say it. When you have fucking studios being like, oh my god, we're like so virtuous. Meanwhile, Disney's over here like, so we're gonna thank this literal death camp in China. Like, we're gonna thank the people that are literally genociding an entire ethnic group. Let's do that. But we're like, so virtuous, guys, is the most cliche Hollywood stupidity. That is just, fucking disgusts me. There's nothing that makes me more loathe an individual than false virtue and virtue signaling stupidity. Begone, thou hypocrite. Look, all I'm gonna say when it comes to the whole comedian thing, I better not hear a single one of those fuckers ever give an American citizen shit for being sexist or misogynist ever fucking again. Oh my god. But now the hot button politics are out of the way. Chat, look at this. Just gaze upon these visuals, chat. You got the aurora up near Skyrim, you got the two moons, the whole of the stars, the galaxy above. There beneath it, shrouded in the Lake Remare, ringed with red, behold the Imperial City, shining white in the moonlight. The heart of the arena of Tamriel. God, I love this game. Like, on a visual front, this is gorgeous. Take your breath away. $8.46, damn. That went by fast. Here, doggy. Here, boy. You know, I think an Elder Scrolls Bright would be interesting. I really do. Oh, so we actually have some idea of that, Rez. There is a Michael Kirkbride book, which is basically official. It's fanon. It's stuff he wrote after he left Bethesda that talks about the Empire in the future, like Tamriel in the future. And it covers basically a robot slash cyborg guy from the future who is who's come back to Tamriel in this time, but it does discuss like Tamriel in the future, where they've colonized both the moons and shit. Like it's crazy. That is one you should definitely like look up because it's bizarre and cool. Mostly bizarre though, because Michael Kirkbride wrote it, and he was on a lot of everything at the time. Because that man has not heard of not doing drugs. Yes, your source for Elder Scrolls lore for the last however many decades, and it shows the picture of him, like, you know, sprawled out, you know, in his shorts in a puddle of his own vomit in his apartment. Yeah. There is not a single... you cannot convince me that people who are not at least a little bit mentally ill can't create some really wicked shit. Like, it takes someone like Lewis Carroll to create, like, Alice in Wonderland. It takes, you know, Michael Kirkbride to make the weird shit with Elder Scrolls.
I'm Bernardo.
Actually,
Goodbye.
I have better
What can I do
repute
for
with
you?
you. You can trade with
Look
me.
around. You won't
Gibbs.
find better prices in all Tamriel.
55. And then we're gonna go with weapons. Weakness to fire. Actually, Penance of Deception.
A fine transaction.
Heat is Sinfulness. We'll take that one off too, because we're not gonna really be using it. We'll mostly focus on this for now. And now I'm thinking about that, and that might have not been the best decision. Why not have Starfield be a spin-off of Elder Scrolls and Tamriel be in the Tamriel in the future? Because they were really dumb, and they wanted to do NASA punk. That's why. Because Todd Howard has been thinking about making a space game since the 1990s. And, yeah.
How goes it?
They decided to go with his ideas because he runs the studios and says what goes. Which, let's be perfectly fair to Todd. He has propelled the franchise and the company to make more profit than ever, but profit does not equate with quality. Like a Shadowrun-esque game? Yeah, that would be interesting. And honestly, I would like to see more urban fantasy.
What can I interest you in?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the hipster term for it. Sue me. I would like to see more urban fantasy. I think it would be cool. I just don't think there are a lot of people who would be willing to do it.
Tell
like,
your friends
I would like to see a kind of fantasy-esque cyberpunk. I think that would be cool. I know I'm probably in the minority there, but I think it would be cool. Ooh. Ooh, chat. Hello. Well, well, well. Looky at this. Detect life or turn a undead. Level 18. Oh. Oh, I like that. Ooh. I can get down and vigorous with those particular enchantments. Gibbs,
What can I do?
me
Only
bartering.
quality goods for sale here. What
You
can I
have
interest you in?
better swords than me, don't you? Sell her that. Fine steel claymore. Fine steel dagger. Fine dwarven longsword. Chat, I'm
Thank
gonna go
you
do a
for-
thing.
You too.
Go do a thing. I have to do it. Gotta go check the orc first, but then we're gonna try something. Because I think we're at a level now to where we can start getting the really sexy weapons. Preferably glass. Although I would take elven. I would not say no to an elven longsword.
Go ahead. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Have? Elven short sword. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, tickle me vigorously. Oh my. Well, let me see. Sword. It's 14. 11. 10. And it weighs less. Oh. Oh, I think I will. Like, I think a urban fantasy like cyberpunk-esque game would be fucking rad. Like, I think it would be really rad.
Tell your friend. Be seeing you.
Chat, I'm torn. We would I feel like Detect Life would be more useful for, like, a thief build. Turn Undead is way better. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, what's the name of the elf guy? I know we're gonna have to name a sword when we get a sword with Soul Trap. Now we have a specifically for hunting undead sword. Also, one thing I would like to point out, chat, they did add some improvements to the UI in this game to where you can actually, like, look at the swords and items, and they look really good. Really, really good. Honestly, I would like to see... I like games like Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, and I like the more out there fantasy, but I want to see someone come into Bethesda's house, kick over the table, and say, I am captain now. I want someone to make...
Getting hungry,
fuck it,
and could do with
if
a
it
drink.
takes long enough, and I wind up, you know, not killing myself by working too hard, or, you know, dealing with other dumb shit, or dropping a tree on myself, or anything like that, I'll fucking make it if I have to. I'd like to see an actual high fantasy RPG, sandbox, open world RPG. Built by people who care. Because this game proved one thing. People want this. The Oblivion Remaster proved people are starving for a proper, open world, fairly accessible RPG. And if you could make that, I think it would do really, really well. And if you gave it better combat, and you gave it better mechanics, like, one thing Elder Scrolls has always been pissed on for is bad combat, because the combat kind of sucks. It's floaty. It doesn't have any impact. If you made a game with actual impact, it would change everything. Good combat, good level design, good quest design, good writing. You could change the face of the industry. People would lose their shit. It would be awesome. Let's get that buffed to 77. Gonna go with endurance and strength. Actually, we're gonna... put 2 points into endurance. There we go, all the way up to 90. Like, I would pay a large amount of money to play a good RPG set in a world with lots of role-playing and lots of lore. Because I think I have a personal theorem of RPGs that has kind of been built up over the years of playing games like, you know, Elder Scrolls, playing Rogue Trader, playing a bunch of other stuff. And I think in a computer RPG, This might not be true for tabletop, but in a computer RPG, there are about 6 core pillars of RPG design. One is combat. Combat, no matter what it is, or whether it's turn-based, real-time, whatever it is, it needs to be fun. Okay? That's number 1. Okay? So combat needs to be fun. 2, the minute-to-minute gameplay outside of combat needs to be fun. Okay? And it needs to be engaging. It needs to be something that you are willing to put time and effort into that respects your time. You know, for example, in an Elder Scrolls game, a lot of the fun of the game is what I consider to be another core pillar. That is exploration. Okay? Exploration is half the fun in these games, because I can look over there and I see an alien ruin. Okay, that is very cool looking. I'm gonna go check that out. So I bundle my ass up and I run over there. And I, go check out the alien ruin. And maybe there's some bandits there, maybe there's not. I think I saw a bandit in here. But there's probably like a dungeon with a bunch of hidden stuff in it. There might even be one of those crowns I'm looking for here. Possibly. But I should check that out and, see what I can find. Bud, you okay there? Buddy. I think he needs some help, chat. I think we can help this man. I think I have just the thing.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Did you just... He did. So, hitting him fixed him.
What's the matter?
Dwarven dagger. Glass arrows will take those. Ooh, mithril. Chat, we are getting into the good stuff. Okay, we've got to play this now. We got to do this to the end. Give me mud crab to murder. Okay, mud crab down. So you got, exploration. Half of the reason I want to explore in an Elder Scrolls game is because of another core pillar, and that is world building. The world building in Elder Scrolls is superb. It's interesting. There's so much to dig into. It's very meaty. And it's most importantly interesting. Really, oh god. There is a very interesting and living... The world feels living when the characters aren't breaking out. It feels like a living, breathing world full of interesting characters. Oh, she's in full mithril gear. We're gonna steal that off of her corpse. I need to pull out a poison real quick. Come on. And I would like a game like this that has Elven Bow, which is better than what I currently have. Mithril Boots, Mithril Cuirass. Steel Arrow. Take all of that. Flip the body over. Elven Dagger. So, role-playing, exploration, combat, minute-to-minute gameplay needs to be good, but exploration cannot be understated. Because where computer RPGs, I think, excel over tabletop to an absurd degree is I don't have to theater the mind shit with this, because I'm here. I am here. I am wandering Banascool. Looting water lilies, murdering bandits, taking their shit, upgrading it, looking at the Ayleid statues, like, it is... The exploration part, I think, is something that should be leaned into a lot more, and the world building is very important for that. God. Fucking, like, I get so annoyed with this, with Elder Scrolls and with Bethesda games in general, because I see what they could be. They could be so much more. If the devs just weren't retarded. Orc flesh, cool. There is the amount of depth possible, and just how shallow they've been left. Like, this is the last great Elder Scrolls game. Mark my words. Oblivion is the last great Elder Scrolls game, probably. Like, unless I see massive changes in the near future from Bethesda, this is it. Like, this is all we've got. Like, maybe someone else will come along, the changing of the guard will happen as it naturally does, and we'll see the franchise get replaced by something better, hopefully. 'Cause I will tell you, it will have to be better. But I don't see the next Elder Scrolls game being nearly this good. Skeleton Hero. Have at ye, sir. I shall duel thee for the right to this passage. Okay. Right. Take all those steel arrows. Elven bow. One. I get a repair hammer on this bow and see if it improves it significantly. You cannot repair items while there are enemies nearby. Thank you, video game. Alright. No, shit, it's 9:05. Okay. I know I have gone off hard, chat, and I've spurred out a lot tonight. And it's also very, 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 very fucking late. So, I am actually I'm gonna save it here. Make sure we have it. Yeah, we have a save game. Okay. And I'm gonna check something real quick. See if there's anyone we like live right now. Probably not. Knowing my average luck. Go here. Customization. And I'll see if I can send you over to someone we're sending you over to. Sure, why not? Why the hell not? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. Thanks everyone for liking the stream who did. If you did like the stream, but you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please consider doing so. Please consider leaving a subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed my my Schizospergs, and have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful fucking New Year. I am gonna toddle off. Merry Christmas. Godspeed. This has been Pete, the Radical Nerd. I'm incredibly grateful for you all. May you have a wonderful New Year, and may it be full of the brightest possible.
That's all, folks.
Indeed. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.